Hey there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome to this week's Top 10 roller coasters from the Planet Coaster Workshop. These are based on many factors including realism, scenery, uniqueness, great in-game stats, and how much I would like to ride them in real life. I decided to try something a bit different this week, and we'll be showing more of the coasters between each commentary section. Number 10, Hybrid Racer. This was kind of a fun ride, a bit different than what I've seen lately. I think in reality, the ride would be too long for most people's enjoyments with having a double lift hill, but since I wasn't quite as impressed with the workshop submissions this week, it made the list. The design would take up a lot of space in your park, but the track is pretty fun and overall fairly smooth. Number 9, Security Breach. Although a little short and sweet, the track on this ride is well designed. I really liked the beginning where it holds you before the drop with the Security Breach sign. It's definitely a great idea for a ride theme, but it falls a little short in the scenery department, feeling a bit like some things were just sort of thrown together as an afterthought. Number 8, Turkey. Our most compact and cheapest of the coasters this week, coming in at under 10 grand. This ride is quaint with a fairly good track design. No scenery, but an amazingly low nausea rating for those of you wanting to add coasters but not work for your janitors. Number 7, Rollerliner. I got a good laugh from the signs that were placed throughout this ride. The track could definitely use some TLC smoothing, but I thought it was a fairly interesting design. The hanging upside down while going slow at the end is a questionable decision. I'm not sure how comfortable that would actually be. The station and queue line have a feel of authenticity to them, and I think it looks pretty cool when there are several cars going at once. Number 6, Radioactive. There are some nice timed special effects and lights on this ride, and the track design is pretty cool. It's quite fun for the majority of the ride, although I wasn't sure why the track takes up so much space at the end. The loops give it a nice silhouette from a distance, and if you take the time to fix the end of the ride, it won't take up much space in your park. Number 5, Revenge of Ra. I like the idea of having a coaster inside of a giant pyramid, and this ride does a good job of that. I wish it was a bit more than just a track in a big open space with a few trees, but the ride is pretty fun and it nicely utilizes the space. Number 4, Xbase. I personally don't like it when the hide supports option is used, as I'm a fan of realism and I think that destroys it, but this ride has some pretty awesome giant loops and turns nonetheless. It has an interesting aesthetic to it, being a large coaster but not too spread out or too compact. I think it would look cooler with supports though. Number 3, Cosmic Cow Racer. The track design isn't anything special on this ride, but overall it is very smooth and I'm a fan of having the two trains racing each other. The ride is short, but it looks sleek from afar. And the scenery is something else. Number 2, Tryg. The track is rather jerky in places on this ride, but it ranked high due to some other factors. The length of the ride is great, the layout is original, and the detail of the scenery is the best of all the coasters this week. You can tell that a lot of care was taken with the rock placement. Alright, so my number 1 favorite coaster of this week is Treasure Hunt. The same designer that brought us River Curé, this ride has a similar feeling in its simple elegance. The first big hill is my favorite and it looks very cool from afar. The ride does an excellent job of weaving back and forth within itself without feeling like it's crossing too closely. Overall, the track is smooth and fun, putting it at our winner for this week. So there you have this week's top 10 coasters. I encourage you to subscribe to them in the workshop. The link to the collection is provided below. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, stay Foxy.